Hi, my name is Jake. Now let's talk music. Alright, so for this video, I've been waiting maybe to do a video about maybe new music that was going to come out this Friday, but I just decided, let's put some content out and make it something different from everything that I have been doing. Like, it's doing pretty good right now, but I also want to not just stick to the same formula of okay, review an album. Okay, listen to a full discography. Like the very first videos I made, like I think it was the first three videos, it was talking about my favorite album of all time, comparing two albums, and talking about a conspiracy. So I don't want to just make this about reviewing albums over and over and over. So what I decided to do, with the passing of Rich Homie Quan, why not talk about some of the most unappreciated minds in hip hop that even like early on in the first stages of hip hop, like very unappreciated artists. Now, I don't have all of them, I just have some, uh, but these are some that are both relevant now and were relevant at a time before, but they don't get the love that they deserve. One person I was thinking about putting on this list, but recently has starting to get more love, Freddie Gibbs. Like, before Alfredo, no one really appreciated what Freddie Gibbs was doing. But once him and the Alchemist, like, made that, he really blew up. Everyone started going back into his old music and seeing this dude is actually really amazing. Great lyricist, has a great voice, like, for rap. So, honestly, I wasn't going to talk about him too much because he's started getting his flowers that he really deserves. But this video is more about the people that didn't get the flowers that they deserved or do deserve now, because there's both people who have died, like Rich Homie Quan, and people who are still alive. First person I want to talk about, someone who is he's kind of relevant, but still underappreciated. I want to talk about West Side Gun. His style of rap and hip hop is so different from anything that I've ever heard. At first, I didn't truly appreciate it. I mean, first time I listened to him, I listened to "And Then You Pray for Me." It was the first day that it had came out. I was like, everyone's talking about this. Maybe I should give it a try. Now, this was before I truly started listening deeper into music and truly appreciated it as an art. But I was like, this sounds so different from what I like. I don't really enjoy this. I'm just gonna stick to what I like. Which sometimes that is good, but you have to experiment with different art forms to truly see how well it is, how great it is. And I am so happy that I gave it a second chance. And I'm excited for his new album that's coming out. I don't remember the name of it, but it's coming out sometime before the end of 2024, which I'm excited about. I th- I think it's November 1st or 2nd. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and I hope it's as good as some of his other projects. But definitely his best is Pray for Paris. I love Pray for Paris, and Then You Pray for Me. Um, he also had a collab album that he did with another person on this list. I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, a lot of those Griselda rappers are gonna be on this list. Um, Speaking of Benny the Butcher, what he's most known for is definitely his song that features J. Cole, Johnny P's Caddy. But what people don't appreciate about that song is also Benny the Butcher's performance. It's known just because J. Cole had honestly one of the best features, if not the best features, of the 2020s decade. I think the only one that really puts up a fight against that is Andre 3000 on Life of the Party. Still one of my favorites. Um, but Benny the Butcher is really unappreciated, and his art form is really good. This year, he released his album Summertime Butch, and also in January, I think it's Not Everyone Can Come. Not Everybody Can Come. I don't know. I forget the name of it, but I also enjoyed that. But Summertime Butch was really good. Like I I wasn't thinking I was gonna go in liking it that much, but it's actually pretty good. Y'all should like give like I'm making this as a point to show some of my favorite rappers that are to me are very unappreciated, and honestly you should check them out. Like if you check them out and you don't like them, then that's your own opinion, but for me these are some of my favorite rappers to listen to. But yeah, back to Benny the Butcher. He's an amazing rapper, and also I really like his voice. It's kind of unappreciated, and some of his ad libs pretty good. Another Griselda rapper, Conway the Machine, also really unappreciated, but also amazing. It it's just like it sucks to see some of these amazing rappers and lyricists that are very unappreciated. But I mean, even with Eminem, he made Slaughterhouse, some of the best lyricists to ever be a rap group. But they were so underappreciated because it was a different type of art form than people were accustomed to. But Slaughterhouse was still an amazing lyrical group. Um, who do I have next? I made like a list. It took me a second to get it all done. Oh, Black Thought. Speaking of like lyricists, Black Thought is one of the best there ever is. And the thing is, he's so underappreciated, but if you truly sit and listen to his music, you can tell that this dude should be way higher, like in ranks. Like, even artists that are big right now, they show love to Black Thought. They know that Black Thought is amazing, but he's still underappreciated by the music community. And it's not right. Some people that I want to talk about, they're not as underappreciated anymore, but people like Denzel Curry. Like before Melt My Eyes See Your Future, he nobody was really talking about Denzel Curry, but when he dropped the honestly, I think the best album of 2022, everyone started talking like, "Oh my god, where's this guy been?" He literally had an amazing album, honestly an amazing catalog, not even just an album run. I mean, there's Taboo, there's Zoo, there's Imperial, and now Melt My Eyes See Your Future. King of the Mischievous South Volume 2 was amazing this year. It's underappreciated because of some of the other albums that have come out this year, but it's still an amazing project. It deserves to get more listens, and honestly, he also has some great features on there. But yeah, people like Denzel Curry just didn't get love until they dropped an album that was received well by both music critics and the people who actually listen to the music. Who else? Joey Badass. Like he's still underappreciated and he's had some amazing albums and even this year he's had some amazing features and also solo songs. But still, these people are underappreciated for an art form that they're amazing at. And it's truly crazy to me because I see what the potential is there, but others don't. And it just kind of sucks. Um, ooh, one of the older rappers, The Game, he is still underappreciated. Like, you think of it, hate it or love it. This is how we do. His new song that he has with another person that's on this list, uh, 87 Cut Last. I forgot that for a second. But he is so underappreciated. Uh, Another older rapper, R.A. the Rugged Man, Tech Nine, like some of the fastest and best lyricists, Twista. I mean, yes, he gets his love now, but before, nobody truly cared to listen to Twista. But he is honestly amazing. Also another older rapper. Sorry, Nipsey Hussle. Until he died, nobody really was like, "Oh my God, this guy's music is amazing." But when he died, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, he was so underappreciated. We should have seen this." And it's the same thing that's happening with Rich Homie Quan. Like, I think he had the biggest streaming day of his career the day after he died. Literally, like, if you truly cared about him, then why wouldn't you listen to him while he was alive? But the second that he died, that's when people truly cared. It's just wrong. I mean, let's think about this. Rappers who have died who weren't truly appreciated until after death. Juice World, X, Easy E, like all these people, Tupac, Biggie, like so many people who have died are so underappreciated during their lifetime, but the second that they die, that's when they blow up. That's when their music career truly blows up. And it's not right. It truly isn't. And I just think that if you were truly going to be a fan, you would have listened to them before they died. I mean, I get some of the people who were born after who started listening to their music then, but for some people who are older and have been able to listen to their music before they had died, I mean, it just sucks that a tragedy has to happen before they're truly appreciated. It does. Anyways, some of the other rappers, Aaron May, he's starting to get more like listeners, but still underappreciated. Ray Vaughn, it looks like he's in album mode, ready to release his debut album, but I don't know. He hasn't said whether he is dropping an album. He's just dropping a lot of singles. So I'm hoping that there's an album coming. He has one EP, which is pretty good, but still. Um, Babyface Ray, uh, even Kodak Black. Kodak Black is still underappreciated. I mean, up until his song Super Gremlin, people truly forgot about him. Like, he had his hits, but until Super Gremlin came out, people just forgot about him. And even now, after Super Gremlin, people are starting to forget about him again. It, until his feature on Field Trip on Kanye's album Vultures 2. I couldn't tell you the last time I had listened to Kodak. But after that, I started listening to more Kodak, went back to some of his older albums, and it's like he has an art form that's different, but it still should be appreciated. I mean, I don't know. It just sucks seeing this list of amazing rappers that is still so unappreciated. Some other people from nowadays. Let me scroll for a second. Oh, Young Nudie, the cousin of 21 Savage. I mean, he's had a couple of songs that blew up, but still very underappreciated. It has some great music. Um, Sabbath. Oh, Sabbath. If I were to like recommend listening to any of the people's albums on this list, listen to Sabbath's albums. His three albums are amazing. I mean, his I'm gonna say the three newest. I think he has some older ones that I haven't listened to yet, but like Bucket List Project. Uh, God, I can't think of the other names right now. One second. Um. Oh, Care for Me and Few Good Things. I would say his best three albums and the only ones that I've listened to. Bucket List Project, Care for Me, and Few Good Things. Check those out. Another person, Smino. He had his albums. I know Noir, and he had one that I think he dropped in 2022. Yeah, Love for Rent, and also Black Swan. Yeah, those two artists are really good. I would say check those out. If you don't check out any of the other rappers, check those two out. Busta Rhymes has amazing speed with his raps, very underappreciated. Um, one of my favorites on this list, Isaiah Rashad. Honestly, that's where I'm gonna end it off is Isaiah Rashad talking about him. Uh, he's he's like everyone on this list, just truly unappreciated, and his albums are amazing. And he's also got some amazing singles. It's just honestly, without listening to them, you're just hearing me talk about them. I urge you to look up at least one of these people on this list and listen to at least one of their albums. Then you can like either tell if I'm just I just have horrible music tastes or if I don't know. Honestly, I personally like them and I think everyone should listen to this music. If you hate it, then you don't have to listen to it anymore. I'm just saying give it a chance. Honestly, there's nothing more I have to say about this video. Um, I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to stay up to date with all my videos, hit the bell notification. Best way to know when I'm going to drop. Like I've said in several videos, I will drop videos at any point. Like I'm literally gonna drop this today. It's Thursday the 3rd. Oh yeah, happy October. But yeah, just give these people a chance. And yeah, peace.